fuck is up? What's going on? I gotta fix this. What's up? What's going on? Hello. How much louder is the music over here? Substantially louder? Quite a bit louder? You can barely hear me over Peach. Alright. You know why? It's because oh, thank you, Yoshi. Good morning. Hey, Siren, thank you. My mic is low? It is? Hey, what's up? What's up? So, damn, really? I can never figure out these audio levels, bro. We have a lot to do today. Hello, Norway! We have a lot to do today. Sorry I was late. I had to do the dishes. Greetings and salutations. All right, so the game plan for today is pretty straightforward. Welcome to those of you that are new to the Patreon live streams, which most of you are not. Very excited. Today we've got some Arknights. Risk of Rain 2, A Hat in Time, Another Eden, East versus Trails in the Sky. Huh? Okay. Octopath Traveler 2, Arknights, Reanimal, Zell, or Kusarihime, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Psychonauts, Genshin Impact, God Eater 3, Battlefield 1942, Lunar Knights, Nier Automata. So we're going to be busy. Hello! Who's in the chat? Shout out in the chat. Let's see. Fjord, Danieliello, Supernova, Kilk, No Originality, AFK, Connoisseur, Siren's here, Fjord, Leo's here, Anwar's here, Gabe is here, Red Car's here, Hydro's here. Oh, hi, Mark. Riku. That's not my name, but Riku's here. Renshin has a day off, so Renshin's here. Luna's in lurker mode. I respect that. Lurker mode Luna, okay. Hmon's here. It isn't a stream without Hmon. Hmon's here. Scunnaby is here. You tried the new prebiotic Pepsi? Like the Pepsi, or... Lil Skull's here. Mieru's here. Hey, Mieru, good to see you. Welcome in. Always a delight. Kian is here. What's on the menu? I just read it out loud. You missed it. Liad is here. Life is busy. Life is work. Draft is here. We have a lot of good stuff today. The mods are here. We're going to have a good day. I do have a hard out at 3 o'clock, but I don't think we'll get there. At 3 o'clock, I have another... another... Hey, Ashen, the walk was nice. I have another... I have a non-gamer video to film. So your first Patreon live stream? Dr. Double A! I hate that I squeeze my boobs. Welcome into your first Patreon live stream. Marco, you can get there? You want me to? You want me to take 4 hours for today's? I don't think we're going to do that. Stevia is just like a normal flavor. That's pretty much what I have in this one too. Always stevia in these guys. Why am I squeezing my boobs? You should get the director of Iron Lung onto the non-gamer series. I mean, I emailed Markiplier. I suppose my very chill, small live streams are not enough for Markiplier. They were enough for Jacksepticeye, though. That episode comes out next week. What happened to my hair? What do you mean? Is it an official Pepsi brand? Or is it Olipop? What? What do you mean, what? What's up, ya boy, Matt? Oh, wow, official Pepsi. 5 grams of sugar? I don't trust it. I don't trust Pepsi or Coke. I had a Diet Coke the other day. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. I'd take an Olipop over a Diet Coke any day of the week. Yeah, it fucks up my gut sometimes, but... Hey, Katie, and how are you? I don't like Diet Coke. There's too many chemicals. I'll take my marshmallow root any day of the week. These motherfuckers will still not sponsor me. Probably shouldn't call them motherfuckers. Of course he's busy. Aspartame is nasty. Yeah, it's true. Hey, Dreep. Thanks, Miero. Yeah, I shaved my head. You drink regular Coke? I can't do the sugar. Sorry, but Diet Coke is... I don't like that flavor. Olipop is super good. Spendthrift is great. It gives me heartburn, though. Coke Zero is better than Diet Coke. I mean, I just got the heebie-jeebies there. I don't know why. Hey, Key! Man, everyone's here. Everyone's here. Nice hat. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Shinra. It's my least favorite game, but I have to rep... I gotta rep the game that I don't enjoy. It's funny. Oh boy. I did buy some sick hats. I bought a Zelda hat that has the hearts on it. What's up, Guardian? Or Fallen Guardian, I'm so sorry. I downed a Pepsi this morning. Am I one of the cool kids? I mean, if you're over the age of 30, I feel like that's probably a bad deal. That's a bad deal for you. Did you ever get Patreon suggestions that you've already listened to? Yes, I actually love those. I'm very, very unopposed to re-listens. In fact, most of the time, because of my ADHD, sometimes I'll get a track I've heard before, and I'll feel like I've never heard it before. So, water? Yeah, but there's a bunch of different flavors of water, chat. Essentia or Evian? I'm an Evian hoe. I used to drink this shit in France, like, on the reg. I love Evian. It's from the French Alps. Plastic is bad, though. But then we've got Essentia. And my wife loves Essentia. This is how fucking stupid we are in this house. Don't do this. Don't buy bottles of water. We do recycle, though, if it matters. You think so, Red Car? May is coming. It's gonna be May. Yes, Martyr does exist. I know, it's true. Tap filtered is your preferred? Yeah, but you live in Australia. You guys have like a normal. You guys live in a. You guys live in a society. It's different. It's different. Yeah, you can't talk either, Acadian. You're up in Canada. You're also in a society. Evian is way too expensive. You're drinking Dandadan G Fuel? You have a death wish. You have a recommendation. Well, today's Patreon only. But you can watch my video on the Monster Hunter Stories main themes. It's currently a 10 out of 10. Please go watch it. Please boost it. God, I swear my channel is so funny. One video is like a 2 out of 10. Yesterday we hit a record. I think yesterday's non-gamer video, 10 minutes watched. Did you understand? That is a 2-hour video. 10 minutes watched. I'm playing Stories right now. Yeah. Yesterday we had a record. 10 minutes watched. Hold on. Let's look at the analytics. 10 minutes watched. We're going to the sky. We're going to the sky with this one. I'm feeling a 100K on this guy. Look at the reach. 7% CTR? Crazy high. 7% CTR is insane. For 263,000 impressions? Look at this. 13 minutes. 13 minutes. 7 minutes more than normal. A record. This is a record. Oh, amazing. That's so cool. But yeah, so I was really happy about this. But as all things are not created equal, poor Monster Hunter Stories. I enjoyed filming this video. Theoretically a failure though. Although this is going up. But this is very bad. This is very bad. That means users on average are watching 13 minutes of the video, yes. You can see like this is very interesting. So this right here is like where the videos choose to live or die. And this one's actually below. So this one, you know what's crazy is that this video won't cross 5K. It's really strange. Unless something weird happens here. But you see like the line. It's very interesting. So it doesn't break through. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's okay. I know I was sad it didn't have an ending. I'm filming another one today with the woman who saved my vocal folds. When I hemorrhaged in 2014, I think. Was it 14? I think it was. Hey, Nams. It was 2014. And I hemorrhaged a vocal cord. And Wendy, the woman who I'm doing this, it's all vocals today. Thank you for posting your song choices on Discord. She like taught me how to repair my vocal cords. That woman has seen the inside of me, which I'm really looking forward to making that joke with her. That sounds weird, but she actually has, because she, have I heard any Shantae? I have, yeah. Not brain hemorrhage, that would be dead, but vocal hemorrhage, which is could have ruined my career. But she's actually seen the inside of me, because her job is to take a laryngoscope. I can't wait. Dude, this episode is going to be so fucking good. It's all vocals, because she's a musical theater singer by trade, and she's also seen a shit ton of vocal cords for musical theater singers. It's going to be so cool. But so she's a speech pathologist, or I'm sorry, no, she's a vocal, she'll explain it. But essentially, what we do as singers is we hold the thing to our throat, and then she goes in with this laryngoscope. There's a soft one that's, I don't want to get too gross, but the soft ones are for your ENT. They go up and down. And then the laryngoscope is this long, it's basically like, think like a dildo. Think like a 6-incher. You know? But anyway, that goes all the way into your back of your mouth. And you got to go, oh. And then what it does is past your uvula, it sits there and there's a camera at the back of it. And it looks down at your vocal folds. And then you have to go E. And what the E does is it checks the way that your vocal folds vibrate. And you go E. When you go higher, your vocal cords are faster. And then when you're lower, but you didn't know this, your vocal cords move slower. I probably won't have her do anything with Iron Mouse just because I feel like that's going to cross into parasocial, not my business land. So I just included Iron Mouse in the non-gamer in Jeremy's video because he was, I don't know, he's a vocal coach. But I feel like that might, if I did it with Wendy, that would cross a boundary. I think that isn't appropriate. So I won't be featuring Iron Mouse. I have a shit ton of vocal music that we're going to talk about, though. Anyway, so we have a lot to get through. It's 11:50. Thank you for joining me. Half hour late. I was doing the dishes. Otherwise, my wife would yell at me. Little does she know that I'm the man of the house. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we have a lot to get through. So I'm gonna try to keep. I'm gonna try to keep things at a pretty tight clip today, even though I've just taken about 20 minutes ranting. There is going to be exec flip arphage in the non-gamer video. Yes. Hello. Also, I do expect 3 non-gamers a month. We're kind of soft resetting the channel, and by that I mean we're gonna, I think I've spent the last 4 years. I tell the people in this chat because a lot of you are, financial backers of the channel, but also just in general, I feel like the people that are here really, are probably curious. But so we're not soft resetting in the sense of like nothing's changing, but everything's changing on the back end. So we're really going to lean into non-gamers since they are clearly the most successful thing on the channel. They're also the most consistently successful thing on the channel. And in talking with my strategist, I've been a little bit precious about doing them not enough. And I wanted to, my strategist feels that we should do them more. And I think that's a really good call. I did share the Tree of Savior songs. Non-gamers, just the non-gamers react to video game music. Although people are starting to really comment, it's funny, I think like the person that doesn't comment is probably no, that's being edited. I have to send it over to Nathan. That will be here probably in like 3 weeks. I'd say 2 weeks. So you'll get it. I'm starting to notice that people are ready for some changes. So listen, the videos with Wendy, none of them are new. None of the songs are going to be new. They're all going to be vocal tracks. I can already hear it. Where's Ludwig? Where's this? Where's that? Did any of you non-gamer? Yeah, just Robert is the only one. Who, God, I hope he's okay. He had to move to the Middle East, and I hope he's all right. Anyway. Yeah. So let's get into it. We're going to dive into Swee's last... It is distressing. He's in the United Arab Emirates. Or no, he's in Dubai. Well. Hey, Claudine! I could bring a gaming CEO on the... Oh my god. I got Bobby Kotick. He's never heard game music before. The reason why I play Ludwig so much is because Ludwig is a fantastic bridge for classical musicians into video game music, and I think it's a stronger example over Living Failures, although Living Failures also would bridge the gap, and over Lawrence. Lawrence is pretty basic. I hate to say it. Hey, Tamposito! Lawrence doesn't really do anything. Like, it's a good track, but it doesn't really, it's a little bit static. Living Failures is close because of the Mars connection to host the planets. So I think that's actually a good one. Lady Maria is a good one because of the big chorus and stuff. Ludwig. So here's the thing. I've shared a bunch of a video that's coming out in 2 weeks with Stephen White, conductor. I shared him The Promised Consort, and he actually was like, this is someone trying really hard to sound like Wagner and not being successful, which is really interesting because I like The Promised Consort, but a lot of classical musicians that I've played those tracks for actually haven't really taken to them as much as they have, say, Ludwig the Holy Blade. So it's definitely a trade-off. And I think that, you know, that's why I always do it. Yeah. Hello, Glitter Gold. I am live. Hey, Shinun, what's up? Hi, Arrows. All right. So we're going to dive in. If something pops into my head that I feel I need to discuss, I will. Bloodborne is the best of FromSoft's music, in your opinion, for the classical folks? Yes. Bloodborne unabashedly is FromSoft's best soundtrack, with Dark Souls 3 right behind it. First time I found you, I was thinking about you. One Piece S2's ending. No, I haven't watched season 2 of One Piece yet. Fun fact, you can play Bloodborne on your PC. But I shan't tell you how. But you can... You can... Check. You can... Did you see... Oh, your CPU is too weak. Off topic, but have you considered doing the opposite of your introducing non-VGM listeners to VGM and react to music with someone who's heavily involved with the music process of video games? No, I haven't. I've also been considering doing gamers react to classical music. I probably would start off with Jack and see if he was interested in doing that. Have I listened to any of Mugenics? I've listened to the Black Pussy song. I may do it on the anime channel. True, Red Car. Why don't you react to a lot of AC music? Which one? Assassin's Creed, Ace Combat, which that's not true. I do react to that a lot. Assassin's Creed, Armored Core. Which one? Assassin's Crossing? All right, guys. I'll answer questions as we go. So, Animal Crossing, Hi Juan, ¿cómo estás, muchacho? ¿Todo bien? Marco, do you like songs that start in a certain way and then do a 180? I do enjoy those, yeah. A quick Patreon song. If I had a song, how far in the future should I expect you to get to it? You should expect it on Friday, the 27th of March. I hope I don't sound like a weeb for asking this, but what do you think about Vocaloid like Hatsune Miku? I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think it's like part of a subculture that like I think enjoys it more than I do. Like I think it's a neat thing. Like it kind of brings people together. I don't necessarily think it's all that interesting to me. I don't like dislike it. You know, I'll like give it a chance, but it doesn't like scratch any itches I have. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I'm gonna be getting you to react to the Gears of War. Tom will be very happy about that. Assassin's Creed, because of Ubisoft. I love Assassin's Creed. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite IPs, actually. I'm unabashedly an Assassin's Creed apologist. I've played every single Assassin's Creed except for one, believe it or not. And I'm a huge apologist. I'll play every single one. No matter how terrible they are, I'll try it. I'll give it a go. I'm unabashedly an Assassin's Creed absolute fanboy. I love Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft music sucks. Shantae, we've actually covered. No, not that one. Okay, well, you don't have to. Why do you have to throw me under the bus? All right, one of the prettiest, most melancholic tracks in Arknight's history, in my opinion. When I heard it, I immediately had to submit this, even though I don't submit any more Arknights or many Arknights tracks anymore. Would love to see you react to something from a visual novel, Umineko. I actually have done quite a lot of it. I've listened to a lot of it. Sui's Last Trick. Oh, this is Sui from Enfield. Yeah, or Arknights. Yes. Yeah, but the problem is, hey, Kramen? Is Lenny here? Is Lenny here? Has Lenny? Did we figure out if people are going through the people? As if I have any of the mods gone through and like looked at every single Patreon live stream that is still available on the channel and like dated or like linked the particular video? God, that is a long-term project. Someone should definitely do that. I should definitely pay someone to do that. Okay, something to think about. Yeah, I think that there's a huge backlog. That should really be like categorized. Because it's been 4 years and there's so much content on the channel. Okay, well, we'll have to think about that. All right, let's listen. I'll stop and start a few times. Classic Castlevania is amazing. Yeah. No doubt about it. Is this it? No. Oh, yeah. It's very quiet. Oh, because my volume's low. Sorry. Ooh. Sorry I didn't talk during it. Yeah, there's some really neat things that are just really, really excellent. I mean, it's obviously it has melancholy, it has somber, you know, it's that feeling of somber and emptiness and loss, and it feels like having to transport oneself into a new reality. It's the kind of piece that it's like raining, you know, and you're looking up at the sky and you're just like, now what, you know? What do I do? How do I pick up the pieces of all of this that's just fallen around me, and how do I commit, you know, to myself and own this new life? And I found the part that I really liked the most was I think it was here. Yeah. So there's actually stillness there. It's interesting because there's the sustain. This part was really special to me. So there's a little bit of a sustain there. Ooh, ooh, right. And then the strings come in. And actually, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a lot of the Schindler's List main theme. Right? I mean, that one's more melodic. But the lilt, oh, I gave myself goosebumps. But I love when the strings come in here. Listen. Right there. It's so like it pulls and tweezes out that feeling of like, oh God, what the hell has happened? You know, everything is over. Everything is ruined. How do I keep living? How do I keep this life? You know, it's so subtle. I mean, sublime track. Excellent. Really happy to hear that. Gold star. We're starting off the day strong. I can imagine someone being like, well, they pay him money to listen to music. And he doesn't even necessarily talk about it. And then he gives them gold stars. No filter over here. No, that's just how that sounded, as far as I know. No filter. Nothing different than normal. Nothing filter than normal. No, or nothing different than normal. That was the track. It sounds different when you play it back. Yeah, no filters here. No filters here. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll see if this Risk of Rain track has something odd about it. Can we listen to it again? No, we got to keep going. But you can listen to it. Probably YouTube. Yeah, no, unfortunately, no filters. Or fortunately, I guess. Risk of Rain 2, Alloyed Collective. Well, Rain Together. One of the tracks from the new Risk of Rain DLC, not actually done by Chris Christodoulou, but so bringing across the same vibes very well. Is there a playlist? I'll read it to you. Risk of Rain 2, A Hat in Time, Another Eden, Yeast vs. Trails, Octopath Traveler 2, Arknights, Reanimal, Zell, or Kusiri Hime, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Psychonauts, Genshin Impact, God Eater 3, Battlefield 1942, Lunar Knights, Nier Automata. Let's check this track out. You know, oh boy, it's starting. You know, I went back and watched some older videos. Am I excited for JoJo Part 7? Oh, I forgot about that. So no, but not because I'm not interested, but because I forgot. I was at the bookstore and I picked up JoJo And I go, there's like 3 part 1s. Hey, Danasu, good to see you. There's 3 part 1s of JoJo. And I was like, which one do I? And then I heard that the originals are kind of slow. I don't have time. I got Monster over here I got to read. Or Parasite? Monster or Parasite? I got to read Delicious in Dungeon. I got to finish up Tokyo Ghoul. I'm good for a little bit. Anyway, don't listen to them. Let's chat JoJo. Oh, the internet? Okay. Ciao, ciao, buddy. But so I was, I went back to some of my older videos and I was trying to, well, last week, I sort of mentioned it last week in stream, but, I was on Twitter. First mistake, I know. And a lot of stuff just happened. A lot of again, I don't know why, but there's like a select group of the Genshin Impact community that has decided that I'm public enemy number 1 because I don't really cover Genshin's music anymore, but I think it's because I did 90 tracks. And frankly, every time I do that, there's a very small and loud minority of people that at this point have decided that I am a bad person and that I'm disrespectful, that I'm only doing it for money, that, you know, all these things, right? Or that I don't really offer any insight. And so this hurt me. And in the basically the last 2 weeks, I've sort of been collecting myself, and trying to get back to like, because I have been struggling with my why. Because yes, this is my job. Yes, I need money to live. I can't live off of passion. Passion does not pay my bills. But also, is there truth to any of this? Is there truth that I have, have I become too much of a person that's only doing it for money? Have I, these are the fair, I don't really listen to it, but it is fair to sort of, the only way forward is usually to ask yourself questions, because I don't like mediocrity. I don't want to sit still. And so I had to ask myself, okay, well, what is my why? And I was sitting with my therapist and I was like, what is my why? What is my why? And I was watching some of my old videos and I was in my therapy session and I was like, wait a second. He stopped me and he goes, wait, it's right there. He said, your why is to legitimize video game music and to shine a spotlight on it. You said you've been doing that since your first video. And literally my first introduction on the Kindness Salvation video is that. It's me talking for 15 minutes about how much I like, how much I like video game music and want to talk about it. And I've been a pariah and my friends don't talk about it and holding space for it. And I realized that actually has not changed. And that has been the most pervasive thing. And all the other things that have occurred in the last 4 years, teaching active listening, doing a little bit of dissection of pieces, that's all like stuff that I kind of just did. But like, it's not my intention. If that's a byproduct, that's cool. But like my main goal was always just to like hold space for music and really be like a vibes guy, and I've tried video essays and have expounded on my opera career to varying degrees of success. And, I think, I feel very, very happy that, that I really can't be discredited because I've never pretended to be anything that I am. It's others that have attached their own expectations or perceptions of me. But I've actually been pretty honest about who I am and more honest than most, I'd say. Pretty honest and pretty candid about like what my goals have always been, which is really just to shine a light on the importance of video game music. And which is why I actually think that non-gamer series is so successful, because it is basically the like realization of that in video form. So So I was thinking about that while listening to Luna's piece, because I don't necessarily have a lot to say, but it doesn't mean that, the piece doesn't affect me, right? Or that I'm not necessarily, I think what I've learned over the last 4 years is actually less is more a lot of the times. And And also that it's okay. Not everybody's going to be on board, and that's fine, because I know what I am and I know what I've been doing since the very beginning. You know, nothing's changed, really. I mean, I've changed, but nothing's changed. What's changed is my boundaries and my tolerance for bullshit. That has changed. And it's interesting how there are certain parts of certain communities that will gaslight you into thinking that it doesn't matter, because the people that actually like feel this certain way are not here right now, right? So this is like preaching to the choir, but literally, but I found that very interesting, and I felt I should share. Some of you have already heard this in other streams, but I kind of joked. My therapist said that I should not be a glory hole. And literally he said, hashtag don't be a glory hole. And I'd like to explain that to you now. Glory holes can be anybody. You know? Glory holes can be anybody. You don't need to know or care who's on the other side, as long as you're being taken care of. And I thought about that because one of the comments I read was, it all went downhill when he started being subjective instead of objective. So when he started inserting his opinion on the pieces of music, that was when it all went to shit, because he did not he used to be objective about what he was listening to. But anybody can do that. Anybody can be on the other side of that, as long as you're getting your needs met, right? And frankly, I'm not interested in that, you know? I'm not interested in that. Because it's true that objectivity doesn't exist. And by not expressing your truth, and it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to be, you know, as long as you're not an asshole. You really owe it to the world to share your perspective. And I find this, I've really taken it to heart, you know? Celebrating your opinion is a nicer quote, but it misses the nuance of like the world that I live in this sort of YouTube world, because it is scary to put yourself out there. But I mean, I think there's value in providing perspectives on how you feel. And I mentioned this in the earlier stream today, and I'd love your perspective on this, because this chat is very nuanced. You know, it's a very interesting thing to have my colleagues tell me that I'm a subject matter expert, but then interact with people online. And the games industry deals with this constantly. But then I interact with people online, when they disparage you, they actually feel as though they are at equal footing. And I've never used or implied or suggested that my experience in music, like 14 years, made me better than, helped me understand things differently, or whatever. But I do find it a little bit, offensive, I guess, for folks to, because we all can feel music and we all can connect to music, and that's all I want to do. But I would say that I have lived and learned experience. But it does feel odd when I have people that have no clue what it's like to be in front of people, performing in front of 4,000 people, whatever, you know, having panic attacks in front of, you know, people, and experience, you know, the act of singing in front of people in an exposed way. It's like, that is actually the thing that I have that a lot of folks don't have. And I find it interesting that we are equal in the sense that we all feel music and can connect to it. And that is a gap that we can bridge, right? but also I have a little bit more experience, a little bit more knowledge, maybe. And I find that very interesting. Hey, Sandrema, how are you? That's all. I'm not even complaining. Just something that crossed my mind as I was listening to those pieces. It's wild, isn't it? It'd be like if someone was like, "Oh, well, you're an electrical engineer. Surely you know how to wire my house." You know, or like, I don't even know what an electrical, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to relate it to like you find subjectivity to be really fun. I mean, I think subjectivity is really interesting. Anyway, there I go on my tangent. I said I wasn't going to do it. But I love that music brings this stuff up, you know? It feels like, oh, Uniphoria's here, everybody. The guy who was in my previous chat that asked me why I had red bumps on my forehead. Just teasing. Uma Masume, don't worry. I'm sure we'll listen to more. Hey, you know how to sing. Surely that means you can compose a whole symphony. But then it's like, you don't know how to compose a whole symphony? You fucking fraud. And I'm like, whoa, bro, hold on now. Composers and singers are two sides of the same coin. We're both subject matter experts in our specific subject matter. You know what I mean? I still can derive the emotional aspects of like what a piece is trying to produce. Sometimes composers don't even know. They're just writing shit down because they want to make sure that it works. You know what I mean? So all that to say, you know, each corner is a different thing. So anyway, you know, it's tough to take the brunt of it sometimes, and I'm not trying to play victim or anything, but I definitely would say that sometimes, you know, it sounds trite, but I do think it's true that you're doing something right if people have something to say about what you're doing. Because if you're just trying to please everybody, you're actually lying to yourself. My therapist also said there's a big difference between being nice and being kind. Being nice is being like, oh, nice piece. Anyway, you know, versus being kind is like actually telling the truth. You know what I mean? Being kind is so much more effective than being nice. Oh, Dunning-Kruger. Yes, that's what that's called. Like even, you know what happened? I recently watched Smooth McGroove. And he had done some like crypto sponsor, like some Super Bowl crypto, whatever. And dude, people tried to destroy him in that comment section. And it was so sad. And then he made a second video explaining what was going on. Did you know that this dude made no fucking money on any of his videos because of copyright claims? And, you know, like just the nature of the algorithm. And then people had the audacity to get mad at him. Now, I'm not saying crypto is the best choice, but he did one sponsor and they fucking tried to cancel him. Wow, 10 years of a reputation gone in one video. What the fuck? Bro, you eat that shit up for free. I emailed him. Anyway, I don't care what you know about music theory. I care about you just listen to it and describe your feelings about it. Hey, that sounds awesome. There's being kind, and then there's being nice, and then being me, who cannot for the life of me understand 50% of what people are saying to me. Fair. I feel because you have lived the value, you have lived the value aspect. I feel because your background, it almost does the thing of giving you that backing that is value. Oh, yeah. Reach out to Capcom. They know I exist. I'm in the creator program. For sure. That would be crazy, though. Rare time you get to be in a stream. What's up, Eli? Oh, my mom's calling me. When it's all just me. Can I call? I'm sorry. I got to answer this because my mother. I asked her if she wanted to say hi to you, and she said no. She said, I said, do you want to say hi to chat? She goes, no. She said straight up no. She said, no. You can tell them TGIF. All right, let's keep going. Anyway. Bro, I want my mom on the channel. Think of the views. Think of the views. Opera singer introduces mom to video game music. That's $1 million idea right there, mom. Come on. Think of the fucking algorithm. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't want me to make money. We'll reign together. She said, absolutely not. So funny. Wow, this is dope. Anyway, sorry for the rant. I'm trying to. The problem with my extension right now is because I have all the other stuff tabbed open for my video with Wendy in a bit. Look at what I'm looking at right now. Oops, where is it? Usually it's just one. So, all right, it should work. It's an interesting build-up. Okay, can I just say, all right, I know, oh wait. Can I just say, my instinct, you know, maybe it's because I'm a Virgo or some shit, I don't fucking know. But I have a hard time with change. And like when Yu Peng Chen left Genshin, I was like, when Chris Christodoulou stopped composing for Risk of Rain, I kind of was like, I just kind of went out of sight, out of mind. Same thing with Bungie. Like when they let everybody go, I was like, well, I'm done with Bungie. So this is cool. This is the power of being open-minded. Like it's kind of cool. I love this build up. Cause it's all just build up, right? You know what I mean? Jesus. Dude, I fucking love this piece. This is sick as fuck. Like you put this on, oh my God, I am crazy into this. That's the second build and reset and climax that we've had And then and the fact that we're leaning into the motif now, bam, bim, bam, 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 boom, bam, 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 bam. My God. And then to the guitar, oh my God, that's so fucking satisfying. Fuck. Bam, bam. The harmony there. Ah. God, Jesus. That is a journey. Oh my God. Dude, that is the perfect sandwich song. That is such a perfect sandwich song. The fucking Greeks, man. Dude, seriously, fuck. What a great journey. That is just a fucking serious, like, it's just a sandwich. It peaks all the way up, slow, deliberate, increase, ladder. We peak up to the climax. And then we descend. Fuck. That was so good. Oh my God, I love shit like that. Oh man, I wish my dad was alive. My dad would have loved that. That's the kind of, you know, that is so evolved. It's like such an evolution of like the stuff that my dad used to like Steely Dan, Jamiroquai, you know, a lot of the like guitar heavy stuff. Like this is so like soulful. It's soulful but modern. It's like has electric qualities, but it's also like, oh man, fuck. Oh. Yeah, dude, that is a fucking sick track. Wow, 8 months, Sevi. Thank you for subbing for 8 months. That's so nice of you. Charlie just posted a music video. A what? Of what? Okay, wait. Keytar is highly underrated. But why did he make a music video? I guess why not? I suppose. Why did he make a music video though? Fuck. I built a time machine to go back in time just one day so that I could feel more sexual. I mean, hey, those lyrics are pretty profound. You know what though? I gotta be honest, like, yeah, there's some little like reverb and stuff, but honestly, his voice is kind of pure. Like, there's actually like a really nice, it's innocent. You know, there's actually like kind of like an innocent sound quality to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's kind of pure. What? Did you say time travel to fuck myself? You know, that's a valid question. Would you kiss yourself if you could? Would it be? This is a question I shouldn't ask. I mean, would that be self-love? Would it be? Wow, what would it feel like to kiss myself? Would it be gay if I kissed myself? Huh. I do have nice enough lips. I mean, I don't know. It would probably be weird. Is that Johnny Silverhand? Well, to be fair, there's some sort of because what happens here, you know, when you get a third you in the mix? I mean, you know, I'm thinking actually, you know what, this song is actually surprisingly deep, because think about it, if and this is what music should do. Music should make us question things. You know what I mean? We should ask questions because of the music that we listen to, and frankly, I think it's a valid discussion. Like, what happens when you know, you build a time machine to go back in time with yourself to, you know, make love to yourself, and then another you comes in, and, you know, the butterfly effect. You know what I mean? Like, what happens? This is just an anime episode, isn't it? Like, this is just a manga, right? I mean, like, it's honestly, it's kind of deep. I don't know. And also with Charlie's kind of chill, relaxed vocals, I buy in, you know? You know, unironically, kind of a great song. Unironically, kind of a great song. And not only that, but actually, his singing is so gentle. I actually genuinely enjoyed that immensely. And obviously, it's very 80s coded, of course. But there's you know, it speaks to a larger question of like, you know, self-love and what does it mean, a banger, if you will. What does it mean to love yourself? Would you hold your own hand? Would you kiss your own lips? Could you hug yourself? You know, I like that it's pulled back. I like the sound. Holding my hands, making out with myself. I built a, you know, I don't know. Anyway. I do have soft hands. Damn, it really made me think. Chat, should I upload that? Should that? Chat, I shouldn't. I feel like. Should I? Anyway, Hat in Time. I read a book where one of the characters had a harem of clones. Dude, is this the way that I get into? Is this the way that I get into? I'll do it fine. How do you think I care? I've emailed that man 4 times. I know he loves Nier Automata. If that's what I have to do. Oh my God. No, I'm gonna do it. You think I'm joking? I'm not. But really, should I? Or you think that's a bad idea? I feel like I should. I feel strongly that's a good. That was an enjoyable time. I enjoyed that. You're happy that I decided to support a small creator? Yeah, I mean, he only has 21,000 views in 28 minutes. He led me to ask if it was gay if I kissed myself. So I mean, that song was true masculinity. This is live. Welcome to this shithole. Bro, I'm having a good time. I really like this version of me, chat. I like hanging out. I like just being myself. I am this deranged. All right, A Hat in Time. Clock towers beneath the sea. Listen, I'm in my little corner on the internet. I'm just doing my thing. You guys probably didn't sign up for this, but this is the truth. You have to go upwards. You have to find someone with more than 31.1 million subscribers. Hey, Vondior. The bald has taken over, dude. I'm not the same. I'm not the same man. Beautiful atmospheric piece that plays during. Listen. I will do anything, well, within reason, to get video game music out there. Was I not just saying what my mission statement was? If I care about video game music this much, I will absolutely react to Moist Critical singing a song. That is well within my purview. That is well within my purview as a subject matter expert, as we just discussed earlier. Hey, FX today's a Patreon of submission day. Oh, dude, Ninja. Mylan is one of the funniest fucking people I've ever talked to. He's the nicest guy. Okay. Anyway, I really want to stream a Hat in Time this year. Hope I get to do it. Would I kiss myself to get myself? Yeah, I would. Hey, FaZe. Are you kidding? Kissing myself would be a no-brainer. Easy. I have soft skin. I never have chapped lips. I have to ask, isn't video game music already out there? We have concerts, dedicated cover. It's not enough. It's not enough. I don't think it's enough. We have silos of video games, yes. We have silos of concerts. But to me, it's not enough. I mean, cover bands are great, but it's still so like cloistered in its little domain where I won't be happy until everyone knows what video games and video game music is. I won't be happy. I won't settle. Everyone needs to know about how cool video game music is. There's plenty of people in the classical music industry. I literally saw this probably 6 or 7 months ago where someone was like, we're thinking about doing a video game concert. What's the risk? Bro, what do you mean? What is the risk? But the same applies to basically every genre outside of pop. True. And unacceptable. I need the cultural awakening. I need the cultural awakening to happen. Guys, you're all fucking 25 and up. Could you stop? It's not enough. Personally, I don't think it's enough. I won't feel satiated until I see concerts, classical music concerts that are also featuring video game music and it's not labeled as video game music. I want Grandma Jean. I want Grandma Jean to be like, "What is this?" when she hears fucking Proof of a Hero. And the thing is, I have nothing against film music, but I feel like if classical music is the mecca of like what's capable, you know what I mean? Then I want them to be like, oh my God, I mean, fuck it. You know what? John Williams should be in classical music concerts. Why are we siloing these things? How is it that games make like however much, like triple, I don't know, triple, but how is it that video games make so much more money than the film industry? Or did 3 years ago, let's say. Now, granted, yes, nuance, movie theaters, no one cares, but whatever. But like, this is important. We have video game music radio stations. But like, how do we scale this? Bro, I'm going to start writing to celebrities at this point. Like, I'll do within reason, obviously. When I say anything, I don't mean like kiss myself. But I mean like, I'll probably do that. But I mean like, you know, what do we need to do so that everyone's like, yo, video games? Holy shit, have you listened to such and such? That's my dream. You know, that's what I wake up for in the day. You know, yeah, I mean, playing video games is cool, right? I love that. But like, also like, come on, bro. This is the frontier. Look at how I gotta shut up. We gotta keep going. I have a hard out at 3. I gotta go. And I gotta walk the dog too. All right, we gotta go. There are? Oh, yeah. You know who you might like? Mina. He has a radio station in Mina Shamali. Mina Shamali, award-winning hugger. Video game soundtrack radio, part of a radio station on ABCC Classics or ABC Classics, which is Australian. But he has a whole video game channel. Such a wonderful person. Mina Shamali, literally like he has on ABC Classic in Australia, has a radio station where like he sits down and does interviews, kind of like what I do, but mine's obviously on YouTube. and he has job stability. But you know, he's chatting with composers and listening to from Journey to Sword of the Sea. Austin Winery have Matt Nava have the conversation about all this stuff. Like he hears the radio ahead of the 2025 Screen Music Awards. Catch up on the best score nominees on ABC Classic, right? Like this is the kind of stuff that he does that I think is really cool. And catch up on some of the newest blockbuster game scores on ABC Classic and the latest episode of The Game Show. And so he'll go through and it's a hodgepodge of games and stuff. And like, but this kind of stuff doesn't really exist. Of course you do, Shadow, because you're in Australia. Anyway, all right, enough talk. Let's keep going. I'm in a mood now. Yes, video game music concerts generally sell extremely well. Almost totally. Classic FM is pretty massive in the UK. Dan TDM has a show every week on it. Oh, that's right. Dan TDM was a YouTuber. It should have been my job. It should have been my job. I didn't apply for it. Just teasing. I have heard about that show. I'll reach out. This is beautiful. Wow. I like how clock towers beneath the sea. And so it's interesting because you get the balance between the be-do-dee-boo, 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 be-do-dee-boo. You know what I mean? So that's the clock tower. And then you hear the... I love that sound, Papa. 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 That's so lovely. And I'll take it a step further. And that little accentation that happens there, ba-da-beep-ba, that is actually this beautiful feeling of a beautiful, it creates a sense of lightness, So beautiful. My God. That's so lovely. Sha-da-dee-da, sha-da-dee-da, sha-da-dee-da. Like that's... Also, too, ba, ba. I would really enjoy playing Hat in Time. So is this game? Is this a glass half full kind of game? Because other than the horror games I've been playing, the last couple weeks, like actually I'm a very much a glass half full mood lately. I feel like is a Hat in Time. Hat in Time is very bright, right? Very like playful. I mean, that's the music. That's the kind of the vibe I get from this. There's this buoyancy, this buoyancy in it, and this particular track too is also very buoyant. I know it's a 3D platformer. Really fun story. Yeah. All right, maybe I should stream it. It's delightful. Well, maybe after Crimson Desert, that would be fun. A nice palette cleanse, and then go back and finish Resident Evil 7's DLC. How long is it? Maybe I don't stream Fatal Frame 2, but I want to. How long to be Hat in Time? 14 hours. So about 9.5 hours. So 3 days, give or take. Fatal Frame is only 9 hours. No, I should play Fatal Frame. Man, okay. That's appealing. See, but this is an example where the soundtrack, I'm finally being pushed because the soundtrack is so good that I want to play the game. This is one of those instances where the music exists outside of the scope of like what's happening in the context, and it makes it, you know, super enjoyable to listen to outside of it. You know what I mean? It's really, really nice. This is an instance where you don't need context. Dee da dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da. Dee da 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 dee da. I love that. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. I love that. Are you kidding? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And the whale sounds? And the constant undulation is really nice and effective. Be-da dee-da, be-da dee-da. Kind of the repetition. It really kind of sets you in on a mood, and it allows you to feel, you know, I think buoyant in this case. That's another gold star, bro. That's 3 gold stars back to 3 gold stars back to back. Well, 4 if we give it to Charlie's piece, of course. But God, this might be a Patreon record. I keep thinking about someone being like, "Wow, they pay $20 a month and get a gold star for suggesting a song." Just the idea. Just the idea of someone just being so incensed. One of the underrated announcements at the beginning of the year was that Another Eden, a mobile game created by the same writer and sound team as Chrono Trigger, was getting the Octopath Zero treatment this summer. The updated game will be called Another Eden Begins. Oh, wait, what is this? I like mobile games. Another Eden. Oh, this game. This game's getting the... Oh my God. This game is getting the mobile treatment, or the Octopath Zero treatment? Wow. That'll be neat. Wow. Is that fucking Frog from... Is that Hatsune Miku? Is that Iron Mouse? Wow, I didn't... Whoa. This is cute. Oh, it's Cyrus. Excuse me. Wow. What the fuck? I hate it. No, just kidding. That's cool. What? Chrono Dream... Wait. This is from the... This is... What? Yeah, I know, Key. That's... Wow. Okay. I know you see the sheet. It's okay. It doesn't matter. This is the main theme. Yasunori Mitsuda! Oh my God. Speaking of Yasunori Mitsuda, we're friends on Facebook now, right? And I read some comment that said that he was busy until 2030. I mean, good, right? But it's like, it's so funny. That was the only one, Losco. Hey, Mark, are you interested in emulating PS1 games? First of all, how dare you say the word emulation? You want me to get canceled. Second of all, what do you think this is? What is this? No, okay. That's a PS1 classic. Don't be weird. Don't get me in trouble. Bro, I need this. This is my life right now. Coming in here and asking questions, get me in trouble. Bro, what would I do? What would I do? I'm not going back to opera. Fuck. Why are you trying to fuck me up right now, bro? Let me make the little money I make, bro. Please. I don't want to be a dishwasher. I've got no skills. Anyway, this is really good, Fjord. Sorry. I'm in a mood today, bro. It's bad. I'm so sorry, everybody. Like, I'm not, but I am a little, you know? No, I would not go back to opera over my dead body. Let's rewind a little bit, Fjord. My bad. I would love to stream PS1 games, yes. There's a lot of games I missed. Bro, Fjord, this is another banger. You've been bringing bangers out. I mean, God, this is another gold star. That's 4 gold stars in a row, bro. No, I have not played Legend of Dragoon. It is 1000% on my playlist, either for stream or not for stream. But I love the feeling of flying through the air. Now, look, I mean, we think about the title, Another Eden. You know, we think about heaven, right? Finding a new. I'm genuinely intrigued by this game. Finding a new place to live, you know, another heaven on earth, another location that can be hospitable, another place where we can dream, right? And so the whole piece of it, obviously there's the momentum in the guitar, which is just primo sublime, but also, you know, you really feel that not only are you in the sky, but you also feel like this sense of like, I have to accomplish something, right? I have to do something. I have to move through I have to find a new beginning. I have to discover life, you know? And it's so beautiful because it feels very open-hearted. It feels very like, you know what I mean? Let me go and discover what I'm made of, right? And it's it's beautiful, isn't it? It's just like so lovely. And it feels like it really wants you to like be free, right? There's let these shackles off. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. Dude, I mean, I had to wait 30 days for the false claims on my Jacksepticeye video to release. Like, cause you and I both know, well, you and 267 of us know that a Jacksepticeye video, not only was it an amazing conversation, I cannot wait to share with you next week, but also I know it's going to do gangbusters because that dude, anything that dude touches, it's like, And all of a sudden it's like, and it's like, wow, okay. So obviously, you know, I had to wait because I didn't want to, it was like, it sucks too, because it was like Shadow of the Colossus and Snake Eater, both of which have no reason to be false claimed or claimed at all. It's so fucking annoying. So we had to wait 30 days, had to wait like 40 days basically to do this episode. But yeah, I can't wait to show it. It was so much fun. It was a delightful video. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Does that mean you're almost friends with Felix? No, but I wouldn't ask. We're not, I mean, I'm not going to ask him for favors. You know what I mean? Like, that's my job. I mean, like, yeah, helping people is like good, but he's really nice. But I don't think I would want to, I don't want to use people, you know, like that's not nice. I'd rather carve my own way. And I might ask a question like, hey man, is there a person I should point a question to? But I don't think I would be like, yo man, can you hook me up with like Markiplier? I just think that would be so shitty, you know? That there's too many people that use people. Trust me, I was such a fucking loser the other day. So I've connected with the Will, who is the Crimson, the Pearl Abyss, a Crimson Dawn, the Crimson Desert, like PR head of like creator, influencer, whatever. My buddy was like, hey, did you get a code for Crimson Desert yet? And I'm like, obviously I'm like seething and like I can't breathe because I'm so excited for this game. And this and Ace Combat are like my two like most anticipated games of the year, pretty much. And I was such a fucking loser. And I messaged him and I was like, hey man, you know, I mean, we've had like back and forth, so it wasn't like out of the blue. But I was like, hey man, so like, and I read the messages back, and I was just so cringe because I was, do we have an estimated date when we'll be? And I'm like, no, Marco, no, God, no. I'm Murph, don't. And then I realized that at the time that I had sent the DM, he was at the fucking Crimson Desert launch party. So I felt even more like an idiot because I was like, no, bro, no, don't give in. Murph, what are you doing? Anyway, so it's fine. I already bought it anyway. So it's not like, but you know, listen, if they give me a code, I gift the game to the community. It's a win for everybody. Sumi, you're late. What do you mean? Oh shit, it's Friday. TikTok. It's freaking insane just thinking about how much you've grown. I appreciate you. You know, everyone should know that Natto Tofu actually really took care of me when my now for better or for worse, when my X account got hacked. Remember? And they were like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but my X account got hacked and they were threatening to delete my YouTube channel. And I'm like changing every single fucking email I have, changing every single password. And I just want to shout out Tofu, because Tofu knows people in the area where Tofu is, and really, and actually expedited the account getting reactivated. So like, bro, I really appreciate you, buddy. You've been around for years and years and years. So really appreciate it. You were busy at work? Well, what about me? Am I not busy at work? Guys, I'm so sorry. This is such a bad stream today. Let's keep listening. Jesus. I like how I said to myself, okay, lock in, Marco, because you have a hard out at like 2:45. And I literally am talking more than I ever do. Is this on par? No, I think this is way more than normal. This is way more than normal. This is extra. This is extra talk. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling happy. You know? I want to share the good news, guys. I want to share. So I'm so sorry, Fjord. You know I like the piece. We're gonna talk about this though. You don't need me to be so rigid? Oh my God. God, I just cracked my back. What the fuck? Oh no! Bro. What the fuck's going on back there? No one's gonna say anything? I forgot Luna popped up there. She fucked it all up. Bro, what's with all this Judas bullshit? You're not gonna tell me that my fucking... Really? Oh my god, the bar is so low. I gotta fix that. Bro, I can't be doing fucking YouTube with this shit. My wife will kill me. She made me get rid of a pillow there because she said it pulls my eyes. I only sleep there when I'm in trouble. Can I do yours next? Mods, can I do Wrenchin's song next? The Limbus Company lecture translation you retweeted last... bro, I retweeted something? Red Car, OCD doesn't work this way, brother. You know that. Stop looking at my ass, you fucking freaks. Thank you. What? What? Oh! Dude! Holy shit, bro. Fjord. That was a fucking banger. I love the sense of like Red Car said it 6-8 translating to running. Yeah, and you really feel like it's like thumb, you know what I mean? It's the scene from the fucking edge of the boat in Titanic, you know? It's oh my god, that was absolutely phenomenal. What a you know, man, Wrenchin, you might drop the ball here. I want you to know the pressure's on for you right now because we've had 4 back-to-back banger stars. So, Wrenchin, if this is a letdown, you owe everybody an apology. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. Let's see. Arknights, Operation Blade. Dude, I've loved every single one of these tracks. Absolutely, every single one of these tracks has absolutely fit the bill for what I feel is like absolute peak video game music. I would play every single one of these for a non-gamer. Oops. Amazing. Amazing. All right, Operation Blade. Why, yes, I am indeed on fire. Okay.
See
I like the I like the okay. I don't it's good. It's fun. The fuck? Okay, we're good. Hydrate. I have thoughts. I like it. It's charming. What? Sorry, forgot where I was. Forgot I was here. I love that it's spicy. You know? I love that the whole thing is it's like a mission operandi, you know? It's like this is the way the cookie crumbles. You better watch your back, bitch. And that's the scope of the song, you know what I mean? It feels a little bit tongue in cheek, a little cheeky. So it's not my favorite in terms of like it feels a little bit. I probably wouldn't listen to this outside of like a context. But I enjoy how it's very bitey in the text. It's very yeah. You know, it's very no, Hokey's too harsh, Enzo. Hokey's too harsh. We're not saying hokey, but it's a little bit I like it more than some Sonic songs, which are like a little bit, you know, like but I like it has a bit of an edge to it. No, I didn't say mid. It's not mid. Bro, this chat is savage. like that. Like frostbite permeates into your bones. You know, like that's all like it actually has more of a relation to musical theater. Like I would picture this in like Chicago. You know what I mean? Or the musical. Not the city. But I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes. But it has edge to it, which is really nice. It's very over articulated, which is effective. Like see, it's kind of like jokey, you know what I mean? Renshin, was this in the game? It's cool. Yeah, no, not the animation. That's cool. It's cool too, you know why? Because it's got a bit of a jazz. It's a little bit jazz swing, kind of a little bit swing band, but it has but with modern sensibilities. It wasn't my favorite piece, but I do like that it's again. I mean, I think that's a cool because here's a like a random like tower defense game with animal people, and this track like is in that, you know, like I guess I have the context, so for me it's neat. You know, I know, bro, we gotta keep the vibes positive in my chat though. We gotta keep the vibes positive. Keep the vibes positive, please. Keep it positive. I want your toxic positivity, I beg you. How do we navigate this? If you guys don't like something, you should be allowed to express it, as long as you're not being dickish, which is fair. So I want you to express yourselves, but also I don't want to bring down the mood. Well, you guys will figure it out. This game features characters from the Yeast series and Trails in the Sky series, such as Adol and Estelle and Joshua. No, I know. I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I wasn't even. I wasn't even. I think maybe we do like one and done. You know, you comment, you're like, that I don't like that, or for whatever reason, and then we kind of just move on. Juno, hi Darrow, you were fine. Eternal Blue, with your secondhand embarrassment, I saw that. Enzo. Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I was in a live stream for like some it was some actor, and I just signed with like an agent in New York, and I don't know, you know, you kind of like, you seek people out, and you want to like, you know, obviously there's a little bit of attention chasing, but also just like in general, like with actors, it's like, ooh, it's a person, you know, like I want to, you know, and I remember I asked, I'm sure I've mentioned this story, but I asked like, oh, who's your agent? I just signed with such and such. I love, it's so cool that you're an actor, whatever. And he was like, hey mate, can't you tell we're just having a beer and relaxing? Why you got to talk about work? Does it look like I want to talk about work right now? And I remember I left and I was like, man, what a fucking bitch. I literally was like, man, what an asshole. I didn't, not in the chat, because who gives a shit, but like I closed the chat and I was like, man, fuck that guy. It is that quick. With impressions, and it's really easy. And man, shit, people probably think about that about me right now, which is totally okay. I mean, with it well within their rights. I mean, they're wrong, but that's okay. And it's amazing how being singled out embarrassed me so much. No, he's just a prick, actually. He actually got fired from his job for being a total fucking douchebag, but that's a separate issue. The vibes were right. Let's put it that way. The vibes were right. He got fired from his job. He was like a recurring character for being, I forget why. I forget what the reason was, but it was like something to do with his online presence. But all that to say, like, I do try to be careful about how I talk to people, because obviously, like, I don't mean any harm. I think that's pretty obvious. Almost all of you have been here before, so no big deal. But like, you know, I also, you know, we gotta like, let's just, you know. All right, this game features characters from, okay, wait, this is DAY Break. Yeast versus Trails in the Sky alternates. Wait, this is real? What? What is this? Oh, this is a fighting game. Right? Wait, what is it? Wait, what am I looking at? Wait, first of all, this fucking smacks. But also, what is this cursed image of Adel and Estelle? I can't get... All right, hold on. No, Moyo, I have not. Joshua versus Estelle and Adel. This is crazy. That's absolutely nuts. I'm like so intrigued by that though. Huh. Okay. I mean, I love that song. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have no idea what this game is. Strange, but also interesting. But okay. Musically, obviously, like just so much power and so much energy. I mean, dude, I don't know what's going on today, but like I could play any of these tracks for non-gamers and be like, yo, this is what video game music's all about. And it would be so like legit, and it's so, there's so much energy in that. You know what I mean? It's so satisfying. It's so fun. It's so like really, I mean, ultimately, like I would say that the emotional context of this doesn't really change because the whole thing is kind of one volume and one thing, but that thing is very fun, and you know, there's lots of energy in it, and it's really, I mean, immensely satisfying to listen to. It's so much fun. You know, I'll give a gold star to that one too. Also, I was joking earlier, Wrench, and I hope you know I didn't give Arknights a gold star, but it's not because obviously it's not anything personal. That's all based on the vibes. I hope you know that. I didn't mean to accidentally put playful pressure on Operation Blade. I hope that's obvious, but if it isn't, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's just, you know, the energy in that is just so satisfying, right? It's just like fun as hell. You know what I mean? It's just enjoyable. And I like how it borrows the I need water, sorry. I like how it borrows the like Trails and the East soundscape. Now obviously they're similar because of the same, same sort of same studio, but obviously different teams. But it's just immaculate. It's immaculate how like an electric guitar piece can break the middle between the two IPs. That's cool. Okay, Octopath Traveler 2, Trone the Thief. Love the strings in this piece. Let's listen.
Hello, took a nap. I'm assuming I missed my suggestion, lol.
Bro, yeah, that was like 2 hours ago, bro. 25 months, bro? Thank you. Thank you for supporting for 25 months. That's insane. Yeah, you missed your piece. I went on an epic rant during it and after it and before it, and I really enjoyed it. You got a gold star, so good job. All right, Trone the Thief. What? Pronounced thrown at? Oh, what? It says Trone. Trone at? Trone is thrown at? Trone is thrown at? What it's gotta be French. Throne? Oh, throne. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, throne. Throne. Yas, throne. Ooh. Oh, it is French? I know. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh. Oof. Jesus. Wow. You know what? I wish it wasn't looped. I wish that it expanded slightly. It's a beautiful piece. It's so like Yeah, you know what, Acadian, you said it best. Like there's a real urgency. Quietly urgent is so on point. There's this feeling like everything is falling apart, and we have to make a decision, and we have to make the decision as fast as possible. And if we don't, then everything will slip through our fingers and we'll run out of time. And so there's this inherent momentum and pressure and this undulation, like as the world is spinning around us, and we're just like, what the hell am I doing? Where do I go? You know, and that's the essence of that. And then it's just amazing. It's beautiful. Definitely, I think it could have been expounded on. Now, Nishiki-san is an amazing composer and really just such a terrific force in music. I definitely feel like, you know, it's one of those corners where in some ways the Yu-Gi-Oh tracks that I have listened to that are written by Nishiki-san are a little bit more fleshed out because there's phases. And so there's more of a direction. But yeah, I really enjoyed. Oh, this is that character, Trone, of course. This is yes, I know who this is. I've played a little bit of Octopath Traveler too. That's right. I like Trone's character. Yeah, so there is urgency in that. There is urgency in that because of her story. So actually, I was right on the money. Beautiful, beautiful track. Again, another great example of how video game music can be so sophisticated and really, really great. Another gold star. All right. Oh, did you really write down how to pronounce your name? Oh, Kyazen. Pronounced Cayenne? Cayenne. Kaizen. Pronounced Cayenne. Bro, how do you want me to pronounce your name? Cayenne? Or Kaizen? Kaizen? Cayenne? Cayenne? Cayenne. Bro, Danasu is like the easiest name. What do you mean? Danasu's like saying Jack. Cayenne Zen, right? Cayenne Zen. Surely you remember Dawnseeker. I'll get it right. Don't worry. Surely you remember Dawnseeker, right? I don't. That's the lobby theme. Bro, I have the memory of a goldfish. That's the lobby theme, and this is the battle theme of the same event. Basically, it's a big knighthood tournament at night, with visibility being a big factor for in-game battles. The fight has two mini-bosses, one who will ambush and strike your operators who aren't protected by the night lights, and one will use a candle magic to literally nuke your OP out of existence. Also pretty good workout music I would recommend. Ooh, cool. This is contingency contract number 8, battle theme, Fading Sky. Hey Asp, how are you? Yeah, that was a vibe. That was really satisfying. I really enjoyed that. The first like little bit, I wasn't sure where it was gonna go, and then it launched into that, and it was amazing. I probably would have liked a little bit of development, I would say, but but it was very enjoyable. I really had a good time with that. It's the same vibes as Martyr. Obviously, Martyr goes harder, but that rhymed unintentionally. But I really enjoyed that. Very nice, very nice. All is well from Reanimal. Unsettling is the only word that comes to mind when I listen to this. The game is such a creepy, repulsive, ominous, and amazing gem. So here you go. Enjoy this out-of-date Halloween song, and no, nothing is well. I should play this. This is only 5 hours. True. Wow. Wow, bro. That was it. I almost couldn't breathe the whole time. What a phenomenal little track. Extremely, I mean, just broken, right? Like there's like, I loved the sound design intertwined with that. Man, that was delightful. That was so beautiful. It felt like 15 minutes, even though it was a 5-minute track. And usually that would be a complaint, but that was actually positive. Really good. Really cool. Really cool. Just so powerful. Really oppressive. But like some like glimmer of hope randomly. Really cool. Okay, we're gonna do Kusari Hime, which is a visual novel. This is Tukan Mori, the main town theme from the visual novel Kusari Hime, a classic early 2000s visual novel which never got translated. This game has an all-encompassing, dim, nostalgic, and calm darkness that this track really captures well. Oh. Let's see. Oh, Emshin is me? You changed your Patreon name? Okay. Do you want us to change it on the sheet to anti-cosmic? Do you think your favorite VGM tracks are great because of the music alone, or does the context, gameplay, story, visuals play a huge part for you? So in the 14 years that I studied music, being that it was opera, a lot of the storytelling happened through music. Well, entirely through music. And I adapted to and learned how to enjoy things without context. Now, something that's interesting is that there were certain pieces that were longer, that were more of a journey. Something like the Butterfly Love Duet or the Tosca Duet, which are quite long. They're about, well, the Butterfly Duet I think is exactly 15 minutes. No, it's 13 minutes. Oh, I don't mind. And the Tosca Duet is 10, I think it's 10:25 or 11. I can't remember. Those were examples of, or Werther, which is by Goethe. Well, it's by Massenet, but the original Goethe is by oh my god, Goethe. Though there were some operas that were better experienced with context, and there were certain operas that were better experienced like listening, or that were easy to understand by listening. Puccini operas tended to be much more melodic because they're all based on like romanticism and telling a story through music in a big way. Verdi, bel canto period stuff like Bellini, Donizetti, Rossini, those because of the way that they're structured, especially early Verdi, which is like song, recit, setting up the scene, trio, quartet, those are much more music based. So it's like the story is good, but like a lot of those tracks are like sort of just naturally musical numbers, so they don't really need context. Ariadne auf Naxos, a Strauss opera, heavily relies on context. It's also like a really jarring musical language because it's expressionist, so it pushes past the expressionism is the direct result of impressionism, and Verismo and all this sort of stuff. So like, I would say that by and large, I learned how to listen to music for its own sake, and context, it just depends. So like Tosca and Madama Butterfly, and Ariadne of Naxos, the pieces of the puzzle connected once I saw the context of those specific scenes. And Ariadne of Naxos, the whole opera, which became one of my favorites, only became my favorite once I got over the fact that the music was weird and I didn't like it. A lot of Benjamin Britten was the same way for me. Something like Peter Grimes or The Rape of Lucretia, which are very hard to listen to, like to learn. Visually require the music to be paired with the stage direction. So it depends. I would say by and large, though, I default to I believe that people over rely on context, and I feel very strongly about this. I've mentioned this in this particular live stream at this point probably 50 times. We spend too much time with the visual, and we have too much noise around us. So we're never able to necessarily take the music, and I'm guilty of it too. When I watch an anime, it's a lot harder for me to engage with the music when I'm watching the music like happen with the scenery, with the visuals. When the visuals are not there, I have to use my ears to listen to and try to interpret what the music is. And I'm not particularly interested with whether I'm right or wrong, which people get hung up on a lot. Who cares? As long as you have an emotional connection to a piece and like feel something about it, it's right. The idea that there's right and wrong in music is preposterous and incorrect. Like there is no right or wrong. There is context and no context, yes, but there is no right and wrong when it comes to your personal interpretation of how a piece of music makes you feel and think. And I'm very, I'll fight anybody about this because I really believe that that's true. That's a value I have, where music is about how you feel to it. And too often, when we have the visuals and we have the gameplay and the stories being told, music ends up being, a background, the drape on the windowsill. And I think like, what happens if you remove the context and you listen to it for its own sake? How does it make you feel? How do you connect to it? So yeah, obviously it's written to serve a context, of course, and that's its intended purpose. But good music can stand on its own. It's just a question of what's good music. And I think that's where education can come in, because not everything is necessarily at the same level as other things. Like pretty much all of Nier Automata's soundtrack, you don't need context for it to enjoy. Is that good or bad? I don't know. It depends on the person. Stellar Blade is another example. Final Fantasy XIV. But listening to the piece of music may compel you to then play the game to hear the music in its entirety with all the other stuff, right? Studio Ghibli is another clear example. I listened to pretty much every Studio Ghibli soundtrack before watching it. Princess Mononoke, Totoro. No, Totoro was not the case. But like Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, Lapida and the Castle in the Sky. Is that the name of it? Howl's Moving Castle I listened to before watching it. Kiki's Delivery Service is the clearest example, because Kiki's Delivery Service, that music is very light and very bright because it represents the 13-year-old witch who's going off to the big city for the first time. And I love Kiki's Delivery Service. It's one of the most charming slice of life things I've ever seen. I adore it. I didn't think I would even care about it, but I adore Kiki's Delivery Service. It's probably Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Lapida, and then Nausicaa, and then the others I saw Porco Rosso. I was neutral on Porco Rosso, and then the other ones I can't remember. I haven't watched all the sad ones like Grave of the Fireflies. Any of the modern stuff I haven't really seen. Secret Life of Arietti's up there too. Ponyo's up there too. I mean, I love Studio Ghibli. Anyway, neither here nor there. The point is that like I had enjoyed Kiki's music before watching it, and I sort of had seen and understood how like the melodic direction went, but it wasn't until I watched Kiki that I was like, oh, that's the, and then it clicked. So to answer your question in a very long way, hey Rocky, so I wasn't even looking at chat. To answer in a long way, I don't even know if you're still here. It doesn't matter. I don't think context matters. Context can put the piece of the puzzle together, but I think music should be enjoyed for its own sake. And I too often I see this argument where you can't really understand it without without playing the game. Oh no. You just have to, it requires a little bit of different thought process, but you absolutely can. So anyway, all right, let's go back to, sorry about that. Let's go back to, what time is it? It's 2:00. So I gotta keep this train rolling. No worries. Sorry it was such a long answer. Okay, yeah. I have an hour. Yeah. I have 45 minutes. I'm fine. Oh, I like that little background. Da, 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 da. Dee da dee da. Sha dee da 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 do do do. I like the interplay there with there's that really nice harmony there because they're kind of isolated in the way that they're layered on top of each other, but their approach is totally different. They're kind of like bouncing off of each other. Really nice. Yeah, really, really nice. I love how it was slow, but kind of vibrant at the same time. And it just had a real like essence of like a busy place, but kind of foggy, if that makes sense. Let's check out Phantom. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. These are the two short songs. I did approve this. You're right. Eerie and atmospheric with a great slow build. Highly recommend going straight into Phantom afterwards. 2 songs approved by Marco when you reach what you reach at the end of the mist. Cool. Thank you for the reminder. Key. Sha-da-dee-da-dee. Oh yeah, what are you gonna find? Sha-da-dee-da-dee. Da-da-dee-da-dee. Wow. Wow. Right into Phantom. That's beautiful, by the way. They're right into Phantom. Wow. Da dee da da. Wow. 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 Love that. Love the organ. It's just so powerful. It was just amazing. God, I don't even know what to say. Like, I just loved it. I love the tension in it. It felt like it had so much body. He cooks so hard. You're absolutely right. It was just amazing. Just amazing. So good. Oh my God. Gold star. Thank you for that. Definitely putting that on a playlist for non-gamers. Loved it. Just exceptional. Exceptional. The rise and build up into the tension was just absolutely divine. Mesmerizing. If it's like a toccata, you know, an organ, you just don't hear it. You just don't hear it anymore. It's so good. So good. They just actually announced a Japanese Hollow Knight and Silksong concert, which is pretty crazy. Title and end credits only in Japan for one night. The credit medley from Psychonauts, a game where you play as a kid who runs away from the circus to join a psychic summer camp where you project into people's minds and fight their manifested trauma. I really should play this too. It's another one on my list. I actually worked with Richard Horvitz for a little bit with some acting training. Really cool guy. So silly. Sounds like it's very, dude. That might as well be Tim Burton. That might as well be Nightmare Before Christmas. That's crazy. No, it sounds like Beetlejuice. That sounds like Beetlejuice. It really does sound like the ants go marching in. It's interesting, you know, it really showcases how wacky and how how much it deviates from the standard. Like it presents itself really obviously, and it wears its heart on its sleeve. So it shows you exactly what you're getting through the music. Like you get that sense that it's kind of like just odd. You know what I mean? That I think is I think it's healthy. You know, it's good. It's cool. I don't know that I would like it, but musically it's so, it really is unique, you know? And yeah, it really felt like that Beetlejuice. I mean, maybe that's why, because it has that sort of like slight oddity to it. You know, it's like a little weird. Yeah, really nice. Please include the reaction to the video with the music to Where She Flies, Colombina's demo. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. I love her design. I think her music is the best in Node Cry. I mean, the piano is just such an excellent sound. Definitely feels like she isolates herself. And the chorus is like her internal wishes and dreams. And then the way that the music speeds up, it's almost like there's playful energy in it. Wait. Bro, why is that? Why is that? Da, 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 da. Why is that Final Fantasy 9? What? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. That's Final Fantasy 9. Almost. No, it's Suteki Dane. Suteki Dane. Hey, all good. Dee da 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 da. Huh? Yeah, I like that this has a lot of searching to it too. Searching for something. So a lot of isolation, which is why we have that solo piano mostly. But she's a child, which is why she had that playfulness in it. She's clearly like some sort of an angelic presence. Like caged bird, trapped bird. And then of course the innocence and stuff that we hear, and I mean I think her theme is just sublime. And then I think is that on the water? It almost sounds like it's in that water, the water instrument. Yeah, she feels kind of like lost in the shufflings of life and stuff. You know what I mean? No, I haven't seen Varka's trailer yet. It's definitely on my to-do list. But yeah, I think Colombina honestly is the best part for Nod Cry, for sure. Just so beautiful, and the different variations of her theme are exceptional. I think really really good. I wasn't crazy about Dotoru's boss theme. It felt very. It really requires context to really like feel them. I mean, there's menace in it, and the sax that plays into it is really like nice and pressed. It just kind of repeats itself over and over and over, which is why it's pretty low on my, like, if I were to rank all the Genshin boss themes, that would probably be near the bottom. I felt like you could place it anywhere other than the Sumeru style sounds, and you could put it in Honkai Star Rail and it would be the same. Like it didn't really have any like sort of I mean. It didn't have identity in the way that so many of the other pieces were very, very, very like grounded and rooted in their sort of like musical storytelling. Like it almost felt like it was that Dotoru boss theme was super static. And apparently because in the context he like talks a lot or whatever, which is fine. But like, I mean, as a boss theme, I don't out of context, it doesn't really work as well as the the other boss themes that are much more of like a telling a story through themselves, you know. But then when she comes in, when her part comes in, that's where it kind of pivots, and it feels like it elevates it. And it's almost like she comes and, like, you know, puts her hand on his shoulder or something, and he like suddenly contorts and shifts. But yeah, I did like the sax and sort of the danger that presses into that, but it didn't really do anything for me. I was going to make a video on it, but then I decided, I mean, after all, I ended up getting in trouble on Twitter anyway, but I just felt like it wouldn't really contribute to the conversation. One of the greatest tracks from this series, it just goes on and on forever and never loses that fun, jazzy energy. This is We Gotta Go from God Eater 3. Cool. Feels like, you know what it feels like? Feels like cleaner Guilty Gear. It's very fun. Jeez. This would be so good for my friend Dan. That's cool. That's super dope. Really, really fun. It's surprising that that's in God Eater 3, though. What? What are the chances? That's enjoyable. Yeah, when you eat God, you better have a jazzy perspective. That's pretty much what the vibes were there. So funny. Okay. I'm making an executive decision, and I'm going to stop there. It's my bad. I was a half hour late, so next week we're gonna bump this stream to Wednesday, and we will do the last 3 songs that were Sandramo, Sirius, and Zyvor. We'll do those right after the upper tiers, so they'll start Tosca next week. I'm so sorry about that. It was just my fault for being half hour late. I had to do the dishes, and I also had to get up at 6:30 for the stream this morning. This will go a lot easier. And also, I think as an executive note, I think because the next 3 Fridays I'm filming non-gamer episodes after our Patreon stream, why don't we go ahead, hopefully this works for everybody's schedules, but let's shift this stream back to its original time at 10 a.m. So that will avoid any sort of problems like this. I feel really bad. My bad. Let's do that. I don't want to have to give myself only a half hour to relax, rest my voice, just sort of chill out. Today was a weird day because of the stream, but yeah. So let's do Wednesday next week at 10 a.m. and let's bump Sandramo, Sirius, and Zyvor above Deersley, after Sirent, and then we will clear through the rest. What is 10 a.m. in real world time? Eastern. So, whatever time that is. Yeah. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your days and your weekends. Yes, I'm so looking forward to seeing Wendy again. I think this episode is going to be amazing. This will be out in probably 4 weeks. And then stay tuned for that Charlie video. That'll be really funny. And, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Okay. Be well. Have an excellent weekend. Take care of yourselves. Okay.